Hello and welcome to Patrick's Models and Transport. So, my friend Nicola, the owner of the Rivarossi tram, which I'm servicing at the moment, gave me also a Corbellini carriage that he also got collected at the same market. He gave me this as a present because he knows that I'm the train enthusiast and I run these Italian carriages, and this is one of the made in China, you can see, Hachette carriages, about, well, it must have been over, there was a collection on a magazine that you could go to the newspaper agents and you could build up your model railway layout. It must have been about maybe 14 years ago here in Italy, and you can find these carriages all over the place on eBay, on Vinted and so on. So these are actually very good carriages. You've seen them in the presentation, and I'm very pleased I got this because I was after a third one. I've already got two of them for my Italian local train, and the third one was very welcome. I had my nowadays you can sort of fetch them for around around €10 mark, more or less. And when they came out, this was the first installment of that collection that you could make your own railway layout, model railway layout. There was even a paper train mat, which I actually have. They were selling these for €2, so people stocked them up. You know, they stockpiled them, and now after a good, I think I was living in another house, so it was before 2014. I think it must have been before 2010, so we're talking about a good 14 years ago, definitely, because I'm trying to pinpoint, I can't remember, but anyway, that was years and years ago. So I already got two of these. One I got it for €2 new from the newspaper shop, another one I bought it on Vinted, and this is the third one, so that is a very welcome addition to, as I said, my collection. They're not bad models, glossy finish, but they are based on the Lima Expert Corbellini carriage. So they're a good model. I mean, you can have a look. There's a good level of detail. There's even, and I noticed this now, I'd never really noticed because handling my other ones, don't know why, there's a separately fitted metal handrail there. So it's not a bad model. And people actually open these up, fit lighting, do all sorts of things to them. So the wheels are, why I'm having a look at this here, it's got metal wheels. Here we are, metal wheels with plastic axles. As I said, this is made in China. Out the box, these wheels are pretty stiff. So what you need to do is take them out and lubricate them. Just put a spot of sewing machine oil in the axle box, and then you have to get them back in. They are a bit of a fiddle to get in, so I'm just going to show you how to get them out well. It's best to always don't use anything made of metallic like screwdrivers, because you'll end up cracking the plastic. Use these levers, these kind of levers for opening electronic devices. These are generally, if you buy a multi-point screwdriver like the one I have, you've seen it in previous videos, you get these. These are included. These are great for model railways. So to get the wheels back in, let me see if I'm actually in camera, because you have to sort of lever one side in, and then using the same lever, repeat the process over here. Of course, now doing it in this silly position is not the best, so I'll do one of them just to show you what to do. And hopefully I'm not covering it with my hands. There we go. We just leave it. One's in. We just push this out a bit and pop it in. Is that going to leave it out? There we go. It's in. And now you can see that the wheels should be much smoother running. That's another story compared to what it was. They were very, very stiff. They are pretty noisy. These wheels are pretty noisy on the rails. I think I've got oil all over that, so I'm going to have to clean that with a spot of oil on the wheels. Is not a good idea, so let's clean that, otherwise we'll be getting that on the rails, and that's not a good idea at all. Let's give this a clean. degrease that wheel. Never get oil on, of course. I'm repeating the obvious, but why not repeat the obvious? Never get oil on the wheels, otherwise then oil will go on the track. It'll hinder electrical pickup and it'll cause slippage. So let's pop another one in. These are the wheels, they're all the same. We'll just do it right now. I'll try and see if I can get it done. I'm putting this down in a cradle, it's better. Let's turn this up a spot. Or down, there we go. Camera's centered. We pop it in on one side. This, yes, has got pretty oily. Let's catch that inside there like that. You can catch it in, and then you have to be very careful to lever the axle box out to be able to get this thing in. Well, this actually has to be levered even to get it in. You have to pull it out a bit to get the thing in position. There, that's in. Make sure it's in on one side in, and then just go in on the other side. Has to be in. It's in one axle box, and then we'll go here. I hope you can see what I'm doing, and we'll just pop it in at this side here as well. Okay, we're there. Has to be a bit of a fiddle. Pull out and push in at the same time. Not to break things, we don't want anything cracking. It's all clipped together, this carriage, so I'm not opening anything. Even the bogies are clipped together. So you have to be really very careful not to cause problems. There, it's in. It's in. There we go. I think we can see that the wheels now spin much better. Not bad at all, huh? Compared to what it was. Okay, I'll do the other one off camera because otherwise it'll get boring just seeing me wrestling with wheels and bogies. So that's just to show you, if you do collect or do you want to run Italian trains, these Corbellini, these newspaper agent Hachette Corbellini carriages are very good. They are proper full-size 187 HO. They're not shortened models like, for example, the old Lima Hachette, the old Lima Corbellini, the grey one you've seen in my. The interior is quite decent. If you want to open them up and add lighting and do all sorts of things, these wheels here are made of metal, so you could fit wiper pickups behind the flanges and pick up electricity. You can do all sorts of things. They've got NEM couplings. They have this kind of sprung coupling bar here, so they're not bad. They're nice pieces of rolling stock, and the separately fitted handle there, handrail, so not bad at all. These carriages remained in service. They were built post-war, in the immediate post-war reconstruction period. They came both as two-axle and bogie variant with the leaf springs on the bogies. They remained in service. Eventually they were originally in two-tone brown, Castano Isabella, Castano being this colour, the darker colour, chestnut, and Isabella the beige, silver roofs. Then eventually they got repainted into grigio ardesia, the dark grey or slate grey livery, and they remained in that livery until the end, and they were withdrawn in the 1990s. I remember rows and rows of them waiting for to be scrapped here in Padova at the big marshalling yard, and they had asbestos lining in them, and I remember that they'd welded over the windows because of the asbestos inside. It was a period of all the problems, they discovered about the issues with asbestos, and and when they were demolishing rolling stock, when it was lined up to stop people going inside, they were welding the windows over. And I remember rows and rows of these carriages getting ready in the scrap line. Okay, so that was that. I'll finish this off camera, and let me know. And anyway, if you are interested in Italian trains, keep your eyes open for these, because you can make a really good train with these ones here, and they're relatively cheap. You can get them cheap. So I got this one here as a present for free. I'm very pleased, and I'll have to get on with that tram car next. Okay, cheerio, and see you next time. If you liked the video, give it a like, subscribe to the channel, and click the notification bell. Ciao, ciao.